You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.
You know who else who loves his footy is Eric Bana, massive St Kilda fan in the AFL. Actually, they've just picked up a Gun Junior too, so we're just trying to get him up online now because the brand new movie's out. Well, it's out New Year's Day. It's called Blueback. It's a great family movie. It's a Tim Winton book, but we're trying to get Eric on. Have we got him? Eric, you there?
How are you, fellas?
Always good to have you on the show, mate. It feels like home when we hear your voice.
Oh, that's very kind.
I'm flirting
Hey,
already.
Just quickly before we get into the movie, Matthias Philippou, he's a really good kid. Well done. Picked up a really good kid there, mate.
Yeah, he seems like a bit of a gem, and he seems like a really mature young fellow.
Yes. Sorry for everyone. Just a bit of footy chat with Eric Bana. We always
With the Saints.
Always talk the Saints.
Yep. Very excited with what's going on down here.
Saints have only won one flag in the history of the club.
Don't bring that up with
Why
Eric.
would you bring that up?
Why would
And
you?
what is the absolute relevance of that to this conversation?
I was at home the other day. We're Essendon supporters. And I was at home and the kids were saying...
Again, what is the relevance of that to this conversation?
Anyway, sorry, buddy.
No, can I say this movie, it is magnificent. It's a great family movie, Blueback. It's in cinemas on New Year's Day. And when you've got someone like Tim Winton, who is just an amazing author, you need to put your hand up and get involved with something like this, Eric, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's just a beautiful story, beautiful family film. And my old mate Rob Connolly, who is my producing partner, and we did the drive together, of course. Wrote and adapted the screenplay and directed this. So yeah, we went to Bremer Bay in Western Australia. It's an amazing part of the world.
That's where it is.
This little film, yeah. We've got an amazing cast, and we cast this young girl in the lead role who was just never acted before. She's from Geelong.
Really?
And Ilsa Fogg, and she plays young Abby, and she's an absolute sensation. She's really incredible, and the story follows a young girl who's grown up on this reef, and it becomes endangered, and as she becomes an adult, she decides that she's going to do everything she can to try and save the reef. So it's a great environmental message there, but it's just a great family film. You have to see the film to even try and figure out how the hell we pulled off the fish.
Yeah.
I was trying to work that out.
I'm just so
Can
proud
you
of
reveal?
what Robert's done there.
Was that the Fish's first acting role as well, Eric?
Fish is from Geelong.
First acting role, yep, and he's available for more because we've got to recoup the cost somehow.
Tell me this, Eric, right? There are some scenes where you go, okay, that's a real groper.
Yes.
Then there are others where I'm trying to work out, you couldn't get a groper. I mean, the groper looks realistic the entire time, but you couldn't get a groper to do what the groper does. Is that
Correct.
a remote control groper?
So most films of this type would be totally CGI. You would have a totally CGI fish. And we didn't go down that road. And Rob had an idea from the beginning that we would use puppet and mechanical instruments. So this is a handmade, hand-operated. It is a work of art. And as you said, you cannot tell when it is a fish and when it is a non-fish.
The fake groper needs to be put up somewhere in a museum or somewhere like that.
It'll win an actor award.
Do you keep stuff from your movies over the years, Eric? Have you ever kept anything from a movie?
No, I generally don't. I've got a stolen piece of jewellery here and there, but no, I had my H Division jacket from Chopper, which I donated to Acme, I think. So, but otherwise, no, I don't tend not to hang on to too much stuff.
So there won't be like a Russell Crowe auction off down the track, Remember when Russell had all the gladiator stuff, and Eric, you haven't kept any of that stuff?
I contemplated keeping my character's beard for a bit longer because it took me quite a while to grow that one.
You did look like a bit of a creature yourself in the movie.
It was a good beard. I thought the beard was CGI. I thought maybe the beard was operated by three guys with a remote control, but it was one hell of a
Someone
beard.
once said to me, if you can't see the beard from behind, you haven't got a beard.
Yeah, you got to go for it.
It's a good way to put it, isn't it?
Actually, have you ever bought a charity item? Did you see Nicole Kidman just bought Hugh Jackman's hat for $100,000? Did you see that, Eric?
Yeah, look, similar. I once at a fundraiser at a local football club, I did a gig, and I remember paying $60 for a Tony Lockett jumper.
Awesome.
Wow.
In the day.
Have you still got that?
Very similar.
That would be worth a fortune now, Eric. At least $200-300.
I'd love to get it authenticated. I'm a bit sus because I think it's a medium.
He never wore a medium.
There was never a skinny plugger. Well, no, at
No
the end of
way.
his career, he was skinny.
That's
he wasn't at the start.
hilarious.
But this is, I mean, even I'd struggle to get into this. It's a sleeveless, and it is a classic. I'm a bit suspicious of the signature, but look, it went to a good cause.
Well, Eric, we were talking about Bob Dylan yesterday on the show because the issue is he's released a new book and there's some limited edition signed copies and they cost about $850 each. But the signature in the book he's done with DocuSign. It's like electronic signature.
It's computer generated.
He couldn't be bothered signing the books. It's not even a photocopy. It's a computer-generated signature.
Oh, busted.
Come on, mate.
Before you go to, mate, we need to find out, because The Dry was such an amazing movie, but The Dry 2, Force of Nature, Jane Harper's second book. We spoke to Deborah Lee Finesse only a couple of weeks ago, and she had just finished filming, I think, her bits, and she was very, very excited about it. She said it's a step up. It's going to be even better than the first.
Look, Deborah Lee's a revelation in this film, Force of Nature. It's we had a lot of fun. We shot that in the middle of winter down here in Victoria this year, and it's an amazing story. And Deborah Lee, I got to say, I can't wait for people to see the film. I mean, the entire cast, like really incredible cast, and Deborah Lee leads them, of course, and yeah, she's amazing.
The new movie Blueback, it's in cinemas on New Year's Day. You can go check it out there. Eric Bana, always a pleasure.
Family, go and see a heartwarming Australian family film.
Eric, love you, buddy. Thank you, mate.
Thanks for the time, boys.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Wippa podcast.